So, what's going on? The biggest gaming news in a long time to ever happen has just happened. Cuphead's getting its own TV show. It's coming in February on Netflix. It's going to be awesome. No, I don't know. They don't have enough content for me to say whether it is or not. It seems cute so far. But no, let's talk about the real news. And I know there's going to be a couple of you out there who be like, talk more about Cuphead. I care more about this, because there are a few of you guys that are fanatic about Cuphead out there at watch. Microsoft just bought Activision Blizzard. People lost their minds when Bethesda got bought. And that was an acquisition of $7.5 billion. And a lot of people were like, wow, Microsoft's got some money going around. This is an acquisition of $68.7 billion. Think about that for a minute. Just let that sit in. That means that Microsoft is going to be one of the biggest gaming companies around. They're going to be third, actually behind Tencent and Sony. So Sony's still got a lot going on for them there. Sony's built up an amazing empire for a while. How's this going to affect that? Because I feel like a lot of that empire was built off third parties as well, just not alone from their first party stuff. Their first party stuff's great. I think like a lot of it had to do with deals, acquisitions, and especially partnerships with third parties. And two of those biggest partnerships that they had, Activision Blizzard, Bethesda, are now gone. So how's this going to change the landscape? Alright, so just like the Bethesda acquisition, they're saying that Activision's going to retain their independence and stuff until the deal goes through, and they're going to keep their deals and everything, just like they did with Deathloop on PS5 and kept that exclusive to the console. But the writing's already on the wall. They already said in the press release, as soon as this deal goes through, they're putting as many games from Activision Blizzard as they can on Game Pass, making that deal much more tremendous. They also announced today that they have 25 million subscribers. Wow. That's all I gotta say. This is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal. They said much of the same, where Activision will retain its independence until the deal goes through, but after that deal happens and it's completed and everything, Phil Spencer is effectively CEO of Activision Blizzard and the entire Microsoft gaming division, which is looking pretty huge these days. People made jokes about Phil Spencer's big dick energy after the Bethesda one, so it's humongous after this, I gotta say. It's $68.7 billion of just cash that Microsoft just had laying around. That's the operating budget for many countries. Small countries, but still. So I guarantee you that Microsoft will keep any kind of deals or exclusivity deals with other like platform holders in line. They probably won't deviate from that, but anything going forward after that full acquisition date, after they've completely like absorbed Activision into the Xbox division, I pretty much guarantee you those are going to be Game Pass exclusives or just on Game Pass. They don't need to make anything exclusive now that you think about it, just because like the deal with Game Pass is such a good deal that if another company's offering a game for you for sale, that actually is seemingly a much worse deal. So they don't even need to offer exclusives, but I pretty much guarantee they're going to do the Bethesda route and make all these games like Call of Duty and stuff exclusive to the console and to PC and stuff like that. I'm also kind of seeing the writing on the wall. Microsoft has been fairly friendly with Activision over the years, and back and forth as well as they have been with Nintendo and with Valve, with Steam and stuff like that. And I'm starting to see a pattern where companies that they seem to be friendly with usually indicates companies that they might be interested in buying. So we know that they tried to acquire Nintendo way back in the day when they first started the Xbox console and everything. Now my question is, are they allowing Steam to put Microsoft games on there? I mean, like I said, I don't have anything to lose. It's more money in their pocket if people buy them on there. But now I'm kind of wondering, does Activision want to buy Valve? And speaking of speculation, there's been a lot of speculation this morning that Bobby Kotick is going to stay with the company even after it's absorbed into Microsoft. But I don't see any evidence of that. I haven't seen any evidence of that. If somebody has anything solid, please put it in the comments down below. But I don't think that's the case. And if you kind of like read the statement word for word here, let me. So this is Microsoft word for word. As a company, Microsoft is committed to our journey for inclusion in every aspect of gaming among both employees and players. We deeply value individual studio creators. We also believe that creative success and autonomy go hand in hand with treating every person with dignity and respect. We hold all teams and all leaders to this commitment. We're looking forward to extending our culture of proactive inclusion to the great teams across Activision Blizzard. So there you go. They're gonna fix Blizzard because it is a shit show right now with what's been going on with all the sexual harassment and stuff over there, and it sounds like Phil Spencer's not having it. So it sounds like to me that Bobby Kotick's on the way out, because I don't see how he could stay with the culture that he's developed there and Microsoft just be okay with that. Also, he just doesn't seem like a team player. He's one of those guys that seems like he likes to have total control over everything. And so I think a lot of this, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out later on that this deal only happened within the last couple weeks, ever since everything's been going on. I think the board at Activision has been looking for a way to get Kotick out. Kotick had most of the control of the company and shares, so he had to sell. You know, and the other thing I'm curious about too is like other companies that had interest in stocks in the company and stuff, like Tencent, did they get bought out too? Is this a complete buyout? Because with that price, I would imagine it's a complete buyout of the company, which means Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard completely. That's something we need clarification on. I don't know. I think this is overall a good solution that I was looking forward to the problem. I said myself I wasn't going to buy any more Call of Duty games because I was so appalled at what was going on at Activision Blizzard, and that was a personal choice. I wasn't trying to force that on anybody or anything. I just didn't feel good about it. I've lived a life where I've seen a lot of my friends, a lot of women get subjected to shit like this, and it's not cool. And hopefully I think this is, I've never heard anything bad about Microsoft. I've known plenty, because I live so close to Seattle, I've known plenty of people that work there in different aspects, and they've said like why we were there, they never had anything like that happen. You know, like the companies seem pretty okay for the most part. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I think it happens at any large company. You can't get away from it just because you never know what's really going on in somebody's head that might be at a certain position or something like that. But I think from Phil Spencer and a lot of higher ups at Team Xbox, I don't think that's the case, and I think this will change the culture at Activision Blizzard. It's probably going to take quite a few years to see what kind of fruit springs from the vine that they, you know, made here, but I'm excited to see. I hope, one of my major hopes is we stop getting on this yearly cycle of Call of Duty. I want, like, they have lots of teams there. They probably have lots of teams that wanted to do other things for a while, like Raven Software for a while. Probably really wanted to make other games. Like they made the Singularity years ago. I love that game, and then after that it was just Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. My hope is that we get more varied games because of this, and that Call of Duty, I'm okay with going to like a 3-year cycle, so a new game every 3 years, like single player game, and then the multiplayer just gets iterated on every 3 years. So they just continually come out with maps and stuff for that one version. If you look at every year when they release it, it's not like the graphics are that much better or they iterated it that much better. Although I will say Modern Warfare was that was a good innovation, but then they just went back to the same old crap with Black Ops. So I don't know. I enjoy the game. I have fun with it. I think this put my mind at ease of what's going on there, and will the employees get better treatments? Because that's been my main concern, is just like the brush off of, they're like, oh, we'll do better, but they're not really doing better from what the employees say. I think this is about the best outcome I could have probably hoped for, and we'll see what happens. But good on you, Microsoft. I mean, you guys are really taken over that space. I would say Sony's still probably going to be okay. They're going to find their own niche. I would say the only thing that Sony did that was probably really stupid of them is basically shutting down their Japanese gaming division, because there was a lot of varied games and stuff there that were really interesting. They didn't have the same popularity as like an Uncharted or something, but just because something doesn't have the same popularity doesn't mean you sell it. Nintendo has definitely found that niche with their games. I think Sony should do the same. I think it was a huge mistake leaving Japan and just focusing mostly on Europe and US. So I think Sony's definitely gonna have to do a course correction here to kind of make up with this, and also have a response for Game Pass, and a good response, not like half-assed. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, if you like this stuff, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. But the thing I'm mostly looking for, you guys, is comments. I like talking with you guys. It's fun. Anyways, guys, have a good one.